Hello, welcome to another Girls Frontline maintenance update. Today is November 26th update. So it got some nice cosmetic costumes for some characters and some returning ones. But we also got some additional news and some things that I'm gonna include at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's start with what's been added and what is returning. We got the Beguiling chips. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, it got some nice costumes for 70 dolls. A couple of them will be available in the costume package in the shop that will cost gems. But the others, 5 of them will be available through spending tokens. Next, we got the return of idols and music. There's 4 costumes, and we pretty much seen them before. They were in the Girls Frontline Zombieland Saga Revenge collab. It's a really interesting collab, but those costumes they have returned, and yeah, you can spend tokens to get them. We got Dark Dungeon. It's another rerun of some of the older costumes. This one has more of a fantasy vibe to the characters, but there's only just four character costumes. But I think these are from spending tokens as well. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, next we got a permanent campaign added to the game. It's the Butterfly in the Cocoon. It's basically another Halloween event campaign. It's not really important, but it's like an extra, really. There is a costume for Torkel's Thief of Sweetness costume. It will be available in the Black Card Exchange. Next, we have the Grey Zone Exploration Season 12, which will include SPP-1 and M82A1. So these 2 T-Dolls are now added to the Grey Zone. Next, we do have Basic Exclusive Equipment Selector and Advanced Exclusive Equipment Selectors. So we got Jericho's, we got GRG36, FP6 and RO635 exclusive equipments. If you combine some of the characters' exclusive equipments, they give you bonus to the characters for like combat. Next, we got some other stuff which you might not be bothered about. Monthly gems card bonus. This is your occasional monthly gems being doubled and increased. Yeah, it's not that exciting. Anyway, we also got daily special offer package, costs 128 gems. It gives you 100 cores, 300 immediate training data and 200 advanced training data. To be honest, not really worth it. But the 100 cores is kind of alright, because sometimes people will struggle with getting cores. But I would skip that. Next is the December special offer package. It includes 10 strawberry custard cheesecake, 1 quick training contract, 1 oath certificate, plus 1000 battery. Costs 580 gems. It's not a bad price. However, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. The oath certificate usually costs 580 gems anyway, so it's kind of alright if you want to buy oath certificates. So you can always buy this package. And for December, usually on the 21st of December, we get a equipment or a T-Doll for our 21st login of the month. Anyway, we got Vector's ammunition equipment, which will possibly increase the damage, but probably reduce a little bit of the penetration damage, possibly. It's another character exclusive equipment, but it's great for a character who probably would have multiple equipments to increase their stats. We also got the friendship login update, couple additional things, but they're not really essential. And the last thing is the update to the Black Card Exchange shop. So you can now exchange your Black Card 5, I believe, costumes that will be added to the Black Card Exchange. If there's a character there that you want to get a costume for, now is your time to get them. Now we have the December roadmap. So what will be happening in this December roadmap? We got a new story event called Zero Charge. Some new resupply gacha. So there's Christmas theme costumes for the T-Dolls. We also got the Hornet's Nest Plus being added to the permanent campaign. We also have the Snowy Night Capriccio added to the permanent campaign list. So there's a lot of stuff, like some non-story important stuff being added to the permanent campaign selection, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice, but the Zero Charge special event, like I said, is probably going to likely be the big story event. Yeah, that's exciting. Let's move on to some news for something you probably wouldn't expect. So we got the announcement of the CN server for Girls Frontline 1. What is happening is the publisher license rights for the CN server unfortunately has ceased and is now no longer in service. So everything that is going on with CN server for Girls Frontline will be shut down in December 31st. Well, at the end of December 31st, so it would be the 1st of January of 2025. That when Girls Frontline in China mainland will cease operation, but this might be temporary until they get a different publisher to continue the service for the game. But that's all I really know. It will not affect the global version of Girls Frontline, and it probably won't affect KR or JP version of the game. So it's just CN server that may temporarily not work starting next year. So that's something you should know. So yeah. And let's end it off with some good news, but there is a little bit of confusion. Girls Frontline 2 Exilium will be coming out next week on December 3rd. However, in some countries, it will be available on December 5th instead because of publishing rights in different countries. So in the US, Canada, and there's probably a few other countries. I cannot exactly remember which ones there are. The game will come out on December 3rd, and it will be released by the same publishers that you probably already know of, because they've been releasing the game ever since. What am I going on about? Well, in other countries, more specifically EU, from what I can tell, and it has affected me, the game will be available on December 5th. So, like I said, countries outside of the US, Canada, and some other countries, seems like it mainly affects the EU, maybe some other countries as well. But what I do know is it will have a different publisher, and instead of being Dark Winter, I think that's the name of the developers for the original developers for Girls Frontline. Instead, we'll be having Howl Play, which is they haven't really released many games, and the games that they have released are not exactly, they don't look appealing. Some of us, it will be for December 3rd, Girls Frontline 2 will be out, but for other countries and for myself, we'll have to be able to play the game when it comes out on December 5th. So that is something you guys should know about. Yeah, the game will come out next week, and it's really exciting because I'm looking forward to it. But make sure that you have enough storage to download the game, because from the looks of it, and likely chances are, it will take a lot of space from the specs I have read. That's the end of my maintenance update video, as well as the news surrounding Girls Frontline 1 shutting down in China, and Girls Frontline 2 coming out next week. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.